showing up on the stream. Short version, my noise gate looked like it was a little off, so I ended up adjusting it. I don't know why, it seems like I have to adjust or readjust it almost constantly. I don't know, maybe it's because of just where my head is relative to the microphone. Either way, at some point I should probably just get a clip-on mic or something to where I can be more precise, well, more regularly, but it'll also make it easier if the brother ever joins me for couch co-op. But for now, greetings everyone! I am Dr. J. It's been a while since we talked about Zelda, or thought too much about it, at least as far as this channel is concerned. So, a while back, and honestly, I've been looking forward to this game, because I put out a Tears of the Kingdom video a while back, I think on the 1-year anniversary of its release, and I distinctly remember saying something to the effect of, hey, I'm someone who, because my first Zelda game was Twilight Princess, I really prefer the very structured, very linear, very puzzle-solving focused Zeldas like Twilight Princess, like Skyward Sword, as much as I struggled with the motion controls on the Switch version anyway. I'll have to pull out my copy of the Wii version at some point and see if it was just the gyro being a little oversensitive. Regardless of that. All that to say, I was sat here thinking, you know, with how successful Tears of the Kingdom and also Breath of the Wild were, I don't see them ever going back to the 2D style unless it's a remaster, though I really wish they would. Ask and ye shall receive. Wasn't exactly what I asked for, as I'll be curious to see what kind of deviation they throw in, because it is officially the Legend of Link now, but you know what? Asking you shall receive. So, purely on the basis that, hey, it looks like there might be more structured dungeon crawling, even if the way that you solve the dungeons may be different, even if your primary means of getting through the world may be different, it seems like it'll be a fun time. So, excuse me. Yeah, let's check it out. Let us see what lies within. So, before we get too far, so just a quick warning to chat. I'm not going to be paying as much attention to you as normal, because I'm going to be, well, for two reasons. One, my day job was literally headache-inducing, so I'm a little off kilter today already, so we'll see how well things end up going broadly. Second, with how the A Link to the Past streams went, I think it'd be best if I spent more time focused on the game, so that I can better give it the time of day. Which means, for the most part, I'm going to be focusing on the game. I'll look over to chat every once in a while and see if there's anything directly relevant to what we're focused on in the moment. But otherwise, my primary attention is going to be on the game itself. So, if I see that there's something relevant going on in the moment, we'll go for it, but I already see that Gilgamesh has talked a decent amount about Tears of the Kingdom because he recently watched my Tears of the Kingdom video. Or it looks like he was more talking about Breath of the Wild, since that was the game I had more problems with. But that's another topic. I'm sure we'll find time for that. That will be saved for the end of the stream, as per usual. So, we'll see how this one goes, right? We'll see how this one goes. Breath of the Wild was because people said Skyward Sword was too linear. The problem with Skyward Sword is that it was overly reliant on motion controls. Everything else about it was fine. Oh, you can start flooding chat anyway, Regal. I just won't be as focused on paying attention to you specifically. Alright. Launching straight into it. Very well. I'm gonna turn my volume up a little bit so I can lean back in my chair. Alrighty. Let's have it out. Does it seem like my audio is quieter than usual? Wonder what would happen if I don't turn it up all the way. Okay. Is that volume good? Well, I'm sure if there's a problem with my audio levels, I'm sure you will be happy to point it out, right? Alrighty, so launching straight into it. Alright. So, not confining us to purely... Well, alright, so not confining us to primarily cardinal directions. We do have a jump button. Okay. Alright, so giving me an infinite ammo loop, but then again, we know how this game's gonna play out. I think you would like a game where it's Sheik. Oh, that'd be really fun. Ooh, actually a stealth action game with Sheik sounds hilarious. And really interesting. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Let's see. I remember that people said Zelda had gone stale around Skyward Sword and that it was too linear. Motion control was but one critique. I need to go back and check, because honestly I didn't have too much of a problem with the dungeon design, but then again, you saw when I played Skyward Sword. Alright. Hang on. Sorry, frame rate threw me for a loop for a second. Is it not running a smooth 60? Or does it only appear that way because of my... Oh, hang on. I think I know how to fix this. Handbrake. Stop compressing all the satisfactory footage I've been throwing into you. Alright, now we're good. Now that my processor isn't going haywire. Let's see. I was around the internet in 2011, so it was something that the rest of the Zelda fan base had been mentioning. Well, I wasn't too... well... I was very insular when it came to the internet in 2011, because my father knew better than to get me too accustomed to it, let's put it that way. He was just savvy enough to know that we don't want to be spending too much time on there yet. Okay, so we've got a target. Let's see. Alright, so same targeting gimmick as before, presumably so it'll be easier to line up stuff, and so that they can be on more than just the 2D plane. Given that they've already got the jump button, that'll be useful. Alright, thus far, solid introduction. So, am I allowed to go this way, or is that a hard wall? That's a hard wall. Got it. Cool. Not allowed up there. I wanted to. Okay, I see what I'm supposed to do. There we are. Okay, gotta beat everything down. I'm kind of surprised they're giving me infinite ammo for all the gimmicks here. I'll be curious to see how many of these will last once that we get further in. Still, seems to control fairly well at least, which is good. Alright, what lies within? People critique Skyward Sword for every 3 areas. Well, comparatively speaking, I can see why that's a criticism. So, it's you again. Ever the troublesome one. Only this time your presence serves me. Now I'll end you both. Here we go. Is there not any anti-aliasing on the game? Alright. I don't think he liked that. Ow. Okay, is it the same gimmick as A Link to the Past? Yeah, it might be, actually. Can I bat it back? Yes, yes, I can, but it'll... Okay, we'll be playing Whack-A-Mole. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, this is a tutorial battle. I'd be very surprised if I could lose it. Ah, damn. Okay, so it was going faster on the return there, huh? Maybe I can lose on a tutorial. Okay, cool. And that lets me walk up and mess with you. Cool. Okay. So that's one attack animation. Ah, too early. Okay, so I guess if I'm back here, he defaults to that, huh? Oh, hi. Okay. Cool. There we go. Everyone's favorite Zelda is usually their first one. Technically, my first one was Link's Awakening. Twilight Princess is the first one I completed. Energy tennis. Should have played Link's Awakening remake before this? I thought about it, but I've already got the original right while sitting on my shelf, so I figured if I was going to play any, I'd probably be better off trying the GBA version out first. Do a side-by-side comparison. Does Link ever show up in a tennis game, or is he banned for being too cool? Okay, that's a little silly animation-wise, but never mind me. Interesting. Alright, you're not going to let me approach that. Good. I'm not allowed to break the game. Put a cloak, but... Yeah. Well, that's convenient. Yeah, time to go. Probably not a sprint button, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Alright, so the jump button's just there if something gets immediately in my path. Gonna force me to go a different way. Cool! And that's why you gave me the reminder on the jump button as well. Hello. Oh, this is getting dicey, actually. Huh. Alrighty then. So pretty similar to what we saw in the trailers as far as an introduction. I'm gonna turn up the game audio a little bit. And there we are. Interesting, no spoken dialogue. Alright then. So, how much of this is going to be guided as we presumably head to the... Hello! Gonna keep spreading, huh? Let's try that setting. I'm gonna be messing with audio settings for a while, aren't I?
Ooh.
Princess Zelda, you're safe! What a relief!
Ah.
You're not injured, are you? We were sick with worry. A whole week is a long time to be missing. We thought you'd been stolen away like all the others. The soldiers searched for you every day. Princess, play with me! Play with me! I'm so glad you're back. But now one of those icky rifts opened up here, too.
Yeah.
Princess Zelda, now that we've arrived, please allow me to welcome you back as well. May I suggest you promptly speak with the king?
Oh.
I'm sure he'll be deeply relieved to hear that you've returned safe and sound. Alrighty then. How much can I talk to people? So happy to have you back home, Princess Zelda.
Yeah.
May I suggest you seek audience? Alright. Any more commentary from you all? So the rifts have been a common occurrence then, huh? Evil creature that took you, so... Her vanishing wasn't just a matter of vanishing, it was a matter of being kidnapped then? Alrighty then. Let's take a look around. Hello. Can I pet the dog? Damn it. One of those creepy rifts opened up in the middle of town. It's so dark and scary looking. What if you fall in? What would happen? I think audio's fine. I guess I'll see when I listen back to it. Oh, I see. Ugh, bit too bright when you're stepping into the light like that. My goodness! Princess Zelda! You've returned to us! What a relief! We've been searching for you from sunrise to sunset every day. I'm so glad you're back. Die! Die, Urns. How dare you. Must break everything! There's a treasure chest up there. Can I run into it? Let's see. Fun fact, apparently this game started out as a dungeon maker, or at least the idea for one were put forth. Curious that. Oh boy. Yeah, but still. Ever since you were kidnapped a week ago, I've been incapable of getting even a wink of sleep. Now that you're back, I bet I'll be sleeping like a baby tonight. Alrighty then. Hi. Princess Zelda, it's so good to see you safe. I'm sure everyone in the castle will be relieved too. Oh, please mind your footing near the rift. It just appeared, but it isn't growing at least. You know how it is with rifts. When they show up, people get stolen away. Everyone in town is accounted for, but please do be mindful. Let's see, want proof? Go read some of the interviews that ask the devs. Note that this is Grezzo who made this. Yeah, I saw the announcement for that. How much should I explore? Good chance that this entire area gets swallowed up, isn't it? Alright, so it looks like the rifts are the talk of the town then, huh? So, I'm assuming this is a shopkeeper? Yes. Alright, gonna compel me to go talk to the king before I'm allowed to go do anything, huh? Got out of a serious situation like it's nothing, huh? I wonder when we'll get another multiplayer Zelda like Four Swords. That'd be interesting. Maybe that could be the next on the chopping block given the circumstances. Long time no see, huh? So I guess Zelda makes it a point of talking to people a bunch. Oh, chill. Sorry for being a kid, really? Alrighty. Let's see. 2 whole sit-ups. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that's how you defeat an evil like Ganon. That'll totally work. So, what do you have out here? Trapped by a no-gooder for a whole week. If anyone could find a way out of that, it's you. I told everyone they didn't need to worry. Really? Hello. Can I pet you? Fine. Oh, you're gonna follow me around? Alright, fair enough. Eventually you go back, huh? Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright, let's carry on our way. Alright, awaits in the throne room. Alright, let's be on our way. That brightness is gonna bother me with the headache I'm already got. Princess Zelda, please forgive me for not being there for you in your time of need. As your loyal servant, I should have been able to find you. I promise I'll do better in the future.
Hi.
So good to have you back, Princess Zelda. I'm sure the king will be over the moon when he sees your face. So is the throne right through here then, presumably? Impa, presumably? Ah, sweet child. Such a relief to see you safe. Welcome home, princess. I must say, your loyal Impa felt so flustered that I could not save you myself. On top of your kidnapping, rifts have been appearing all over. It's a source of much fear. I am certain your return will be a great comfort to the people during these troubling times. You've always been quite spirited, though I didn't expect you to make it back on your own. Well, I'm so overcome with emotion that I've spoken out of turn. Off you go now. The king awaits you. In the meantime, I'll draw a nice hot bath for you to enjoy when you're ready. So Zelda's gonna be the silent protagonist this time? Alright. Alright. Waiting just inside, as always. Am I allowed to go off the beaten path? Yeah, technically, but looks like they're keeping stuff from me for the moment. Guess we'll see the main story then. Princess! I'm so relieved you're back! Oh, Princess, what an absolute joy to see you safe and well. Despite that joy, I feel ashamed that we were unable to find you. On behalf of Minister Lefty and me, please accept our apologies, Princess. General Wright, Minister Left. I appreciate your sentiments, but let's not dull this joyous moment with our regrets. Zelda, my dear daughter, you did well to return to us. Come closer so that I may look upon you. Ah, I am so relieved. You are healthy and whole and well. So, tell us, Zelda, what happened to you? A swordsman in green saved you from a fell beast. Quite the tale. But after defeating the monster, the swordsman was taken by a rift. It's him we have to thank for saving your life. So he was pulled into a rift. Another one stolen away. Indeed. I hope he is safe. Stolen away. A tidy phrase for a terrible fate being taken by a rift. An unsettling phenomenon. Our fair Hyrule has continually been plagued with these rifts and disappearances. As you know, rifts have been appearing for a long time, claiming our young ones. Indeed, so many children have been stolen away. We remain vigilant. But despite our best efforts, we've never been able to prevent the rifts from appearing. I feel like this is exposition that none of the people here need to see, but there I go critiquing the writing, right? Ultimately, those who have experienced losses have been left to contend with their grief. Now, I've been receiving reports about people disappearing from every corner of Hyrule. And it isn't just children anymore. Adults are disappearing too. What could be causing such an uptick? For now, we should also work on finding the swordsman in the green tunic, and with haste. Your Majesty! What is it, soldier? Urgent news! The rifts! They're causing serious trouble! Oh no! Please, soldier, what are the details? Ah, of course, Your Majesty. Ah. Monsters, lovely. Firstly, we received word that someone from Soothorn Village was swallowed up by a rift. Then we also received news of dark monsters attacking people in Hyrule Field. That is troubling news indeed. Thank you for your report, soldier. Tell the rest of your battalion to prepare for departure immediately. Yes, Your Majesty. General, Minister. Sire. Mr. Left. Lefty, continue your investigations into the rift phenomenon. I'm expecting you to find a way to save any and all who have vanished into the rifts. You can count on me, sire. General Wright, I leave the monsters to you. Prepare your troops and head into battle. On my honor, sire. This crisis must be dealt with. Continue looking into the rifts and locate those who have been lost. Oh, lovely. Oh, and we're gonna let... okay. The king getting swept up in it I can buy. And that was a good moment for him. The minister in general being swept up? Hello? Huh. Guards! Lock her up immediately. What? Huh. Lock up the princess? My daughter created the rift you see behind me. We cannot leave such horrible power unchecked. Disturbing though it may be, General Wright and Minister Left bore witness as well. Huh. Well, don't just stand there. Lock her up at once. Yes, Your Majesty. Huh. Interesting. So the shadowy people who disappear can speak. I wonder if it's Ganon speaking through them or something else. Why did we lock up the princess? What could the king be thinking? You haven't heard? Apparently she's the one who created the rift in the throne room. What? There's no way! So then, she might also be responsible for all the other rifts? Yeah, they'll just keep popping up so long as she's around. There's even word the king plans on putting her to death to save the kingdom. I just can't believe the princess would be the cause of these things. Well, that's fun. Well, at least I'm allowed up here. Maybe. Oh, not quite. Interesting. Gonna fade to black before I can take a good look at it, huh? Oh, you again. You're not subtle. You can see me? My name's Try. That blue monster, he caught me too. I've been watching you since then. I followed you here to this castle. Oh yeah, I should ask. What's your name? Zelda. Got it. Zelda, your life is in danger if you stay here. The person who put you in here is the king, right? He told someone to hurry and prepare for your execution. Once I heard that, I figured I'd better tell you. The king and the other two got pulled into that rift. The three that came out seem weird. Oh, you notice they seem weird too. You think they're... imposters? Do I dare say the Amogus word? What an odd word. Anyway, it's too dangerous for you to stay here. I think we could save the people who have been taken into rifts. I think if we could save the people who have been taken into rifts, we could reveal the truth. But none of those people will be able to get out on their own. We have to save them together, Zelda. But first, let's save you. Let's get you out of here. You can't get through the bars? Huh, that's interesting. So what kind of spirit are you then? I mean, that looks like the symbol of the Triforce trailing behind you, but I'd be curious to know how you came to be. Let me help. Alright. Warm to the touch, eh? I can create echoes of things in this world. I'm not sure what will be most useful to you, but I'm sure this will come in handy. Go up to something that's shimmering, then press a button that you can't see. Alright, so this is how they introduced the table echo, well, the echo gimmick. Good job. That's how you learn things. Anything you've learned can be echoed with a button you can't see. So presumably I can go over here then. Look at that! Perfect job! What you created is called an echo. Alright, you can erase it through buttons you can't see, and if you want to erase all of them, you hold down that button for a little longer. Alrighty. The number of things you can echo depend on how much Try's power is available. Okay. Cool. So it's not going to get too annoyed depending on when I do that. Cool. Now we can escape. Let's go. I feel like somebody should have fixed that by now, but never mind me. Presumably I'm not allowed to go this way, right? You gonna get mad at me if I try? Yep. Had to see what would happen, right? How did you manage to get out? Well, whatever. You're here in the king's orders, so please stay put and don't cause any trouble. Well, credit where it's due. They did punish me for being silly. Oh, I see it. Oh, I'm supposed to hit Y, not CR. Ah, right. Cool. Oh, so that's why he's got the Triforce symbol trailing behind him. So I can only have up to 3 echoes going at once, huh? Cool. And now that we've introduced the whole... Well, now that we've introduced the fact that I can't be spotted by the guards, now I have to be careful. Kill. Alright, nothing that way. Alright. Boxes! Alright, so presumably I may be able to block a path, right? Zelda, you can see echoes you've learned by holding down a button you can't see. From there you can select one with an analog stick you can't see, and then release that other button you couldn't see to swap out the selection. Oh, shoot. Actually, can I knock you out? No, I cannot. Well, if I'm gonna mess up like that, right? Oh, they're not gonna start me... Not starting me where I expected them to. Okay. Yeah, I guess that works. Is there a time limit on that echo? Looks like there's going to be, but let's find out for certain. Or is that just the one that would be withdrawn if I... Yeah, maybe there is a time limit on it. I guess we'll find out before too long. Okay, so you want me to use this box. And I pushed the box. Actually, hang on. Yeah, I guess that works.
Oh.
So the other day I broke a pot to test the theory, and General Wright came running.
Oh.
I'm sure he gave you an earful about it.
Ah.
Actually, no, I threw the pot kind of far and he ran to wherever he heard it break. Ha! General Wright is a simple man. Okay, that's a little on the nose game, but alright. Oh, I'm allowed to make the pots? Oh boy. Alright then. Well, I guess for now, we can just toss one over this way just to get this guy's up. Just get these guys. Okay, so that attracted the attention of those people. So I probably need to have this one a little closer. Maybe there? Okay, cool. And I can drop down this way and be just fine. Hiya! Whoops. Alright, which direction are you going? Yeah, I guess that works. Task failed successfully. Alright, and this is where they require me to use it as an echo, huh? Never mind the footsteps you hear behind you. Alrighty then. A goddess statue. Princess? I'm so glad you're safe. You're not hurt, are you? I can't even imagine what His Majesty is thinking. Claiming that you created that rift, it's preposterous. What? The King, General, Administrators are all imposters? And your friend Tri made you a Tri-Rod, was it? I see. Zelda can make use of the rod's power. Where might Tri be now? You're here all on your own? I guess only Zelda can see Tri, huh? Quick, how many fingers am I holding up? I think you're the only one who can see me, Zelda.
Oh.
Interesting. The world is truly a mysterious place. Well, come what may, I will always support you, Princess, no matter what mysteries unfold. We'd better not dally. The phony king is speaking of executing you. We need to leave, and quickly. You'll stand out in your current attire, so I've brought something for you to change into. Oh, what is that blue fabric sticking out from your pocket there? I see. It's the cloak the swordsman was wearing. The size seems workable. It will do a fine job of shrouding you. Quickly now, before we're spotted. Convenient. Yeah, good enough, I suppose. Alrighty.
Yeah.
You should be able to head along now without worry. The princess is missing! Find her! It seems we have company. Leave this to me. What, is Impa gonna claim that Zelda is her daughter right now? Lady Impa, who is that over there? It isn't the princess, is it? If it is, you must stand aside this instant. Stand aside, No, I don't believe I'll be doing that. What? I mean, you are a Sheikah, but still. Here, princess, take this with you. A log. Okay, so that's meant to be our map, huh? Giving us the direction to move in, too. Alrighty then. Make your way to the house marked with this symbol. Tell them Impa sent you. They'll surely help you. This way! Ahead you'll find a shortcut that leads out of the castle. Use it to make your escape. Hurry now, princess. We will see each other later. Alrighty then, off we go. Alright. Adventure log. Alright. I kind of wanted to make just a textbook joke of some sort, but never mind me. Alright, decorative shrub. Okay, so that's a tall object that I can run on top of. So presumably I can place a bunch down in order to trim. Oh, not quite. Cool. Alright, that works out nicely. And then I can get a bed by going over there. Alright. The old bed echo. Well, let's go wandering through here while I have an opportunity, I suppose. Anything of interest downstairs? Nope, they're just showing all that stacked up so that it explains the gimmick of the beds, presumably. That the laws of physics Can be defied, anyway. There we go. Off we go. Into the wilderness. Actually, I wonder if I can get past that over there if I... I really want to try. Okay, so it'll displace me a little bit. Nope, invisible wall. Yeah, worth a shot. Anything else of note through here? Doesn't look it. Alright. Oh, that's why you mentioned the spin move. Okay. So that's how we get rid of our strawberry. That's nice. Alright. Gotta break everything, right? There we go. In we go. Okay. No sprint button. Surprisingly long time for us to have air. Okay. Now what might this be? Boulder. Can I roll it? Yes, I can. I did not expect that to hold, honestly. For the moment, though, let's go grab these. Am I able to climb back up, I wonder? Okay. Okay, so it'll dispel... Okay, so that's why they've got it marked out. It'll just dispel whichever one I've been using most. Okay, hang on. Did they want me to demonstrate the efficacy of the boulders then on... Okay. So that was probably what they wanted me to do earlier in learning the boulder echo. Okay. Fair enough. So we can go underwater, but it... Okay. So it looks like it's... Am I allowed to... Oh, there's a stairway over there. Okay. What might that be? Oh, lovely. Another rift. Rifts have appeared occasionally for a very long time. Mending them was our job. Except, my power alone isn't enough to take care of a large rift like this one. Let's get away from it for now. If it starts growing, here we go. Welp. I guess that's one way to get away. Where's that gonna spit us out at? I'm trying to do CPR, but I'm just a spirit. Good, you're finally awake. You got caught up like the rest of us. Another boulder. Okay, rock, fine. Let me guess, I can pick this one up and toss it at people? Yes. Alrighty then. Now, we able to see where we are? Huh. That's pretty far for us to be dropped off at. Huh. Interesting. Anything good in here? What happened? I accidentally cut myself and had to go get bandages, and missed like the last 10 minutes. Short version, King got it swallowed by a rift, got replaced by an imposter Amogus, now we had to escape, and now we gotta go somewhere by Impa's orders. Where are we? Maybe that map thingy that person gave you can help us figure it out. Okay, so it'll slowly reveal more about the terrain as we go along. Okay, that's neat. It'll even show us elevation. Must break everything. A slime. Oh, a monster! It noticed you. Zelda, can you fight monsters? I will throw a rock. Did you learn to echo that monster? Defeating new monsters leave a shimmer, which allows you to learn about them like you just did. Huh. Using target. Okay. Interesting. And if I want to get rid of them faster... Okay, so they cancel each other out, and then... Hiya! Whee! Although it is much easier to just... Alright, mutually assured destruction. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to find a way around them. Can I hop over them using an echo of some stripe? Oh, actually. Probably be easier to just use a bed, wouldn't it? Because then I can just create a bridge over it. Whoops. Alright, let's try putting it a little closer this time. Okay, fine, you'll make me actually jump over it, you brat. I guess that works, by technicality. Alright, let's place a few down. Alright, you guys have fun taking it on. Alright, am I able to still swim through here? Yes. And I can go diving for that over there. Okay, it maintains my current elevation within the water. Neat. I probably shouldn't have my mouth open underwater, but okay. Alrighty. Ah, I tried to follow me. Probably can't make that jump, right? Okay, I'll need the bed echo. Okay, it remembers the one that we used last. Just in case. Whoops. Alrighty then. Okay, so I can break them open with a rock, huh? Cool. Sea urchin, huh? Alrighty then. Decent number of rupees already. Did you react to my mid-roll joke? For a dumb joke, I really want to know if it was laughed at or not. Well, let me read it real quick. If we have a high rule and a low rule, when will we get a mid-rule? I feel like that would work better if you... Well, is there a low rule, though? I don't know if it necessarily works because of that. Whoops. I think a better joke would be to say that I think the better joke would be to say the existence of a high rule implies the existence of a low rule. That would probably work a little better. Whoops. That doesn't work. Alright, so that's... Oh, hang on, man. That sort of works. What if I do it again? Alright, bring them all back. And again. Cool. I thought low rule was the one from A Link Between Worlds. I'm not familiar with that one. If there is a low rule, then that's my bad joke. I wonder if there's a way to... Hello. Come get me. I wonder if there's a better way to sort through all the echoes. I feel like trying to sift through them will get tedious after a while. Same issue that you had with Tears of the Kingdom, admittedly, but we'll see how much it ends up playing out. Alright. That's the map we got so far. I am a graceful little butterfly as I mow this lawn. Apparently. Am I allowed up there? I don't see why not. Go check it out. Ah, it'll even lock on to stuff that are of interest. Neat. Okay, so if I want to stack stuff like that, I'd probably be better off using a bed than table. Makes you really happy, huh? Oh, what is this foreign concept called money that I've never had to worry about as a princess? I wonder if this patch of dirt will mean anything. Hey look, Peoples! Excuse me while I mow your lawn. Where are we? Let's see. So this is the place where someone disappeared, huh? Welcome to Soothorn Village. It's usually nice and quiet here, but now, things are terrible. If only Link were here. Link is a young fellow from this village. He's better with a sword than anyone. He helps us with lots of problems. Monsters, weeds, you name it. But he's gone off on a journey, right when we need him. How curious. Wait, Link... I almost said a wink. Link wears a cloak like yours. Ah, Link, I hope you're alright. If only Link were here. A rift appeared north of here, and it grew so fast that one of us got caught inside. What's worse, we can't even run to Hyrule Castle for help. The rift is blocking the way there. If only Link were here. Please, you stay safe out there. Alrighty then. Alright, I'm not allowed to steal from the common folk. Very well. I'll just steal from your weeds. We could even find some edible plants mixed in here.
Yeah.
A rift swallowed up one of my neighbors. There must be something we can do besides pacing. Cry?
Hi.
The rift nearby is huge, and it's terrifying being so close to our village. It could be in Soothorn Forest, too. A strange old man lives there. I hope he's okay. I wonder if that strange old man is the one who I'm supposed to contact. Whee!
Yo.
I got a trampoline! What a great gift! You can play with it too! I will. Hang on, is there a difference for this kind of pot? I guess pot... Well, what was the other one called? Okay, Hyrule Castle pot as opposed to just pot.
Eh?
We're pretty upset around here. One of our villagers has been caught in a rift. And we can't escape either. The forest nearby is crawling with monsters. Sounds about right. Hang on. Hiya! Jump into the well. What's that, Regal? Zelda fell down a well? Oh, they gave it... Oh. I'm kind of disappointed that they gave something... Ooh, a dish. An electro apple. More effective when mixed into a drink. I guess we'll find out what that means later. Floral nectar. Okay, so they're still keeping some of the gimmicks around from Tears of the Kingdom. Well, and Breath of the Wild, I should say, but still, interesting. Now, what have we here?
Yeah.
Welcome! Potions, sweets, you'll find a tasty selection here at the Soothorn shop. Come in, take a look.
Hey.
How can I help you? Alright.
Hey. Yeah.
Real quick. What do you think of my stock? Potions, sweets, all that you need for adventure.
Hey.
May as well, right? Thank you for your patronage. Alrighty. Let's see, anything more this way? Unless I want to break pots. As always. At least one thing hasn't changed. I'm honestly kind of surprised that I had all the rupees I needed for... What was it? For that piece of heart. Honestly, very surprised at that. I can learn the sign? Okay then. Soothorn Prairie and Soothorn Forest, huh? Real quick. It looks like I'm probably better off going north for where I need to go. But real quick. Hey Zelda! Have a look at this! This waypoint has been recorded. We can now warp here using the map. Alright, neat. Alright, it lit up. These are waypoints. We use these a lot. Rifts can appear all over the place, so we use these to travel quickly around the world. Once you interact with one, you can travel to it at any time. I'm sure they'll be helpful. Waypoints can be found in lots of different places. If you spot any, make sure to check them out. I'm kind of surprised they left that rupee there, but I'm not going to complain. I'm going a little faster when I do that spin. Maybe a little bit. Alright, so I'm not allowed to go this way because of the rift. Hey! Shout if you can hear me! Who are you? No, it doesn't matter. Can you please help us? Hey! That cloak looks a lot like Link's. Are those cloaks trendy right now or something? What am I doing? This is no time for idle banter. My wife got swallowed up by the rift. Wife! Can you hear me? I'm right here! I'm not gonna use your name, though! If you're angry with me about not using your name, I totally get it, but I'd like to know if you're safe! Is that too much to ask? What has you curious, Try? I'm sensing lots of creatures in this area. I think the place marked with the symbol is up ahead. Okay, so I can at least throw rocks if I feel like being direct about it. Hi-ya! The Battle of the Ages. And it is over. Alright, what's the map show? Yeah, probably need to head more upward. They making me take the roundabout approach? Yeah, probably. Watch out for monsters hiding in the grass. Alright, I guess we'll see before too long. What's up this way? Nothing too exciting yet. Maybe there'll be more once we get further along. Hiya! Whoops. Feels weird to not just run up and smack them. There we go. Anything good? Alrighty. We'll see how useful those end up being later. Okay. Now what might be through here? Anything good? Alright, bring out the tense music. I have no idea what that might mean, though. I have a rock. There are many like it, but this one's technically fake. Huh. A fire slime of some sort. Let's throw a rock at it. Didn't like that, huh? Okay, so you counter that. What about a Zelda? Okay, so you just took a few hits, huh? I guess that makes sense. The Ignazol. Alright, clever name, I'll give you that one. Well, I guess if I want to get rid of everything, this would be the easiest way to do it, right? Just plop 2 or 3 of these down and then go to town. Huh, I'm only up... Oh! They cost 2 of the blips. Fascinating. Utterly fascinating. And then the fire rises. Okay, don't step in the flame. Okay. I better just let the flames go. Go, my minion! Fly, my pretties! Oh, interesting. Do I need to light that? Hiya! Cool. Okay, so every time we enter a new area, it refreshes Try's ability. Good to know. A fairy bottle. Alrighty then. That makes things easy for us. We just need to find a fairy to put in it. Alright. Oh, not gonna make me put something up in order to jump back up? Alright, I won't complain. Hiya! There we go. Alrighty, how's the map look? So it looks like the trail will have us go through that way. Let's see how accurate that is. A snake! Rude. Okay, if you're gonna be like that, I better just get out the critter that I found. Ow. Preferably before I get murdered. Apparently these critters are really useful in a fight, so we'll see how that goes. A rope. Not the name I would have guessed, but alright. Hiya! At least that still works when I'm able to prep for it. Huh. The frame rate acting up, or is it just the OBS video? Well, the OBS preview window, I should say. Huh. And it could be my computer. I've had it rendering footage all day. Anything of interest down here? Do I have the means of getting up there? Okay, let's see. You know what? We'll take it as a challenge to see if we do. Okay, so here's what we do. We'll put down a couple of old beds. We'll jump onto it. Dumb idea. Workable, perhaps. Here's what we'll do. Oh wait, better idea. Much better idea. This is a much taller object. Can I push it? And then if I put a trampoline here... still not quite enough. Oh, hang on a minute. Alright, recall it all. Will this work? Aha! I can think what I want to. Allegedly. What are you? Anything of note down here before I go fight whatever that is? If you're just gonna keep doing that, I'm just gonna keep summoning these. Now what are you? A caramadillo. I would have thought it'd be a rabbitdillo, but never mind me. Alright, no need to fight that one, I suppose. Oh, that was how I was supposed to get there, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. Here I am, trying to figure out a way to contrive my way up there. When all I had to do was just walk. Okay, that's hilarious. Okay, so I have to properly aim that one in order for it to work, huh? Oh man, that was silly. Wait, did you drop a tusk? Don't worry, Jay, I won't say anything about it. No, I'm taking it... Honestly, I'm taking it as a good thing. A fairy! Now, what might you be? Avoiding me is what, apparently? Hey-ya! Okay, so that'll get it rolling again, huh? Let's see. I know I need to go over that way, but let's look... Well, no, let's focus on the objective for now. There'll probably be a tutorial prompt or something. Oh, lovely. Was this where we were supposed to go? Looks like the rift is blocking the door. Zelda, my role is to mend rifts. I have lots of friends who do the same. We all work together fixing up rifts. Normally my friends fix them quickly, so it's weird that this is still here. I wonder if something happened to them. Zelda, will you investigate with me? I'm guessing my friends are in the rift, and if we can find them, we can mend this rift easily. Let's head this way. We'll need to find an entry point. Alright, presumably one does not simply wander into a rift. I guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, I'm able to use the right analog to mess with the camera's direction. Whoops. Interesting, so that acts as bait effectively. Excuse me while I learn this real quick. Ah, damn it, I lost my chance to learn it. Now I'm taking damage. Alright, so the spear mob... Well, the spear moblin? Bokoblin? There we go. Alright, then I can just go up there. Monster Fang, huh? Cool. Alrighty then. I wonder when I'll next get a chance to try and get that meat. Well, the meat echo, I should say. Hopefully soon. Alright, another waypoint active. Oh, that looks important. Let's look around first. Should be able to get back up thanks to the echoes, so let's look around some more. This is a real neat gimmick. Oh yeah, I like it so far. And my own rock blocked that attack, huh? Cool. I'm sure if you walk back there after going to a cave, it'll respawn. That's what I'd guess. Oh, hang on. I can learn those pyres. Well, torches, I should say. Alright, let's learn it a torch. Brazier is what they're calling them. Alright. Let's have a look. Interesting. Let's throw this at it. Looks like it would hurt it really badly. And it looks like that was pretty accurate, given that it's now on fire. Huh. Okay, so that didn't do a whole lot of good. Oh! It actually went and took it out. Nice! Learn! The pea hat. Seems pretty tough. At least for anything near it. Anything else of note in this room? Probably not. Alright, so now we've got something to help clear out the moblins, I suppose. Alright, let's see if we can get that echo. Well, let's see, the monsters over there didn't respawn. Alright. Can I grab the echo? Eh, still no, huh? Well, there should be other opportunities for it, I suppose. Wonder if it would respawn if I use the waypoints. Well, we'll find out on the way back. I knew it. I can sense my friends in there. But they can't move. It seems like they're trapped. If that's the case, they won't be able to mend the rift at all. I think we'll have to go in there and help them. Then we can deal with this rift properly. We can save them if we work together, Zelda. So, what do you say? No pressure then? Hello, stranger. How are you doing? Can you get on top of the pea hat? I'll have to find out next chance I get. Alright, we can get in there now. Let's go save my friends. Alright. Away we go. Oh, that's cool. They showed a little bit of this off in a trailer a while back, but that's cool. This is the still world. Everything you see floating around in here was sucked in through a rift. Anything that ends up here will begin to break apart and eventually vanish completely. Me and my friends have the ability to restore things that have ended up in rifts, though. Speaking of, I sent my friends deeper in here. Let's go, Zelda. Alrighty then. Presumably I don't want to fall off, so... Okay, that's what happens. Got it. So, damage taken, but not world-ending. What are you? Presumably something dangerous, right? Wow, that uses everything? Interesting. So it gloms onto us and then throws a bunch of crap at us. Alright then. Careful. When people get pulled into rifts, they kind of petrify and can't move anymore. And if they stay that way, they'll eventually fade away. But that won't happen to you, Zelda. You're special. Presumably because well, you're with me? I guess we'll see how relevant that ends up being. Alright, so we've got that open right now. I'll probably want the Spear Moblin to deal with that, so... Yeah, we'll let the Moblin deal with this. Alternatively... Really? You're gonna go straight for that? I'm honestly kind of surprised that's how it worked. I mean... You know what? I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain in the slightest. Okay. More of those slimes. Alright, so those will keep them at bay for a while. Then I'll want something that I can throw at them as well. Or maybe I don't need to worry about that if they're going to be that easy to deal with. Hiya! The music feels a little whimsical for the circumstances, but never mind me. I'm kind of surprised at how the enemies just try and make a mad dash for the sea urchins. I mean, technically they're marked as an enemy mob, I guess, but still. Kind of surprised that it would work that way. Makes them a little too easy to exploit, perhaps. Well, we'll see how easily exploitable the game is, right? All in due time. Probably better off just putting a bunch of sea urchins down and drawing its ire. Yep, pretty much. Alright, now where was that blob? There it is. Alright, that should knock itself out without too much trouble. There we go. Alright, withdraw. Although I suppose there's not too much point in doing that, as it seems to automatically withdraw everything I need whenever I end up going over the limit. I wonder if there'll ever be more than just 3 that I can use. Hang on. The Minister? Hey, I remember this one from the castle. I can restore her back to normal if we mend this rift. Alrighty then. What's the map look like down here? Interesting. So the shadowed parts help give us a clue as to where I can explore. Nice! Okay. Alright, so I can't... Okay, so I could still throw it. Whoops. Ow. Okay, that hurt. I might have to actually use some of the healing items then. Ooh, pretty. Yeah, just to keep us above... Well, just to keep us above where we should be. Well, above 1 HP, I should say. Alrighty. So... I don't know if we have a... Oh, jeez. I wonder if I could get over there. Maybe if I tried hard enough. Whoops. Oh, wait a minute, I've got the bed. Do I even need to rest? Actually, here's the next question. That does restore health. Okay, so if ever I don't want to burn items and have a moment, I can just make a bed. Take a quick power nap. Got it. Okay, I remember people making a big deal out of, I think one of the trailers where they showed that off gameplay, well, gameplay-wise, where it was just this big climactic boss battle, and meanwhile Zelda's just gonna take a quick nap while her minions do all the work. Like a true princess, clearly. Alright, so this way's a dead end. Okay, let's go this way. Now, what might this be? Is this a replica of the castle, perhaps? This is where you were trapped not too long ago. Ah. We're getting closer to my friends. They're farther in, but we're getting there. Cool. The waypoint has been recorded. Okay, so they used the waypoint gimmick for the dungeons as well. So I guess this is our first proper dungeon then, isn't it? Very nice. Alright, let's take a look around. That's a pretty big rock, huh? You know, when I'm fixing rips, I have to move a lot of things around. I bet the ability to do that would come in handy for you. If you guide me with the rod, I can move things for you based on your movement. Try facing the boulder and then guide me by pressing a button you can't see. We're bound together. Okay, now try moving. Cool. Alright. We'll see how relevant that ends up being as we go. I guess that's meant to give us a more static tool independent of all the echoes we can get. Whoops. Not what I meant to grab. Oh, interesting. Alright, someone's having way too much fun in the orchestra. Calm down back there. A monster stone? Wonder what relevance that'll have later. Okay, so it'll shorten but not increase in length as we go. That makes sense, I guess. Okay, so this is what we've got as far as the map layout. Huh. More expansive than I thought. Alrighty. And then we have the Spider. Easiest way to probably deal with this would just be to drop a boulder on its head, right? Yeah, sort of. Uh-oh. I think he got mad at us. Quick, put this in its way. Ow. I take it he didn't like that. Okay, so that doesn't hurt it. If I use a spear moblin, will that help? Alright. Let's see if it was a matter of just blocking the path. Interesting. Alright then. I don't know how useful this will be, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, the Strantula. So what will the Strantula allow me to do? Okay, so I can use it to... Oh, that's useful. I like that. Alright, the dungeon map, huh? Okay, let's take a look-see. Ooh. Okay, that's really cool. Huh. Interesting how they arrange it. Very interesting how they arrange it. Hang on, does it just loop? It's just looping. Huh. Sweet. Alright, this is gonna be fascinating to watch unfold, isn't it? Alright, so the Strantulas don't like me going up and down their webs unless it's my own Strantula. That makes sense. Alright. And then... we want a Strapare. Here we go. Where's this take us? Oh, there was a treasure chest over in that room, huh? And it doesn't look like there's any connective tissue back to it either. Okay. Should've known. Let's go check that out real quick. Must get everything right. Whoops. Just hit him. Ah, jeez, that's hurting. Okay. Ow. Damn. Ow. Okay, now that I've got you down, I probably should just avoid you altogether. Oh, huh. Interesting. That would have been useful earlier. Okay. Power nap. Never mind me. I've got all night. I mean, technically I don't. I do have work in the morning, but shh! So how's your day going, chat? Okay. Power nap done. Up we go. Let's hope the monster doesn't respawn. Okay. So, there's apparently a treasure chest over in this room, so let's go check that out real quick. Dumb question. Can I have tried to do something with this? I can. Okay, so is try literally just the Ultra Hand at this point? I'm not gonna complain, I like the Ultra Hand, but still. Okay. Off we go. Alright, so same method to get up there as before. My day's fine for the most part, other than getting cut. Sunday I get to build the wedding arch for my older sister's wedding. Oh, nice! That'll be fun. Good luck with that. Alright, I want it something to keep, well, that can keep its distance from that guy. Cool. Alrighty. Always a counter, right? Now what might this do? Ah, takes us up a level. Cool. Alright, so this takes us to the second floor, huh? Gil. Let's look around. Hello. Summon something that can attack from a distance, and I may as well get out a rock that I can throw around. Eventually it dies, right? Oh, nice. Anything useful? The Dark Nut. Alright. Alright, is it worth going this way? Would appear not. Everything's more fun with the trampoline, apparently. Forget the table, we're just gonna use the trampoline all the time because it's funny. Alright, so it'll automatically just start going down the ladder if I cross the threshold. That makes sense, I guess. So, do I get anything special for lighting the brazier? Well, for lighting that. Presumably I can use the brazier on that if... right? Yes. That'll keep it going for a while. And I can hear a cat calling for attention. What do you want, dude? There is a cat that is calling. Do I answer? Okay, and presumably I'll need the brazier for this one since that the slime wouldn't be able to reach, right? And I need something on top of it. I need to put something, well, put that on top of something first, huh? There we go. Alright, all the braziers lit, we're good to go. Give me a second, though. I may as well see what the dude wants. If he wants anything. Hello, Statesman. You want something? And then he ran off to the kitchen. What, you thought I was gonna follow you? Spoiled little boy. And there's another waypoint. Okay, it looks like he does want something. Be right back. Alright, I think we're good now, boys. Okay. Actually, while I'm up, I may as well check on something real quick, because memory serves. Isn't there... Well, trying to remember the exact timing of it, because the area I'm in is under a flood watch because I'm not that close to the hurricane, but it is... Well, there's going to be plenty of aftermath, let's put it that way. Hello. Interesting. Alright, what have we got as far as the map is concerned? Okay, so we've got that over there, and then looping it back into those. There's a little bit that can be done through that. Oh, I see. Okay. We'll see how it plays out. Oh! Let's set up a distraction for it. You guys have fun. If I want it over there, I'll have to work for it, huh? Well, stay safe, and that goes for your family and cats too. Fortunately, I've not had to worry about flooding where I've never had to worry about flooding where I am, but to be fair, I lived on a hill back when I was on the old apartment. I don't know how it'll play out where I am now. I do know that the backyard is flooded at least once, but that's about all I know for certain. They're giving me a lot of rupees. So, I'm not too worried about my own safety. If anyone should be worried, it's Florida right now. I hope they're doing okay. Well, I guess I can just throw urns at them in the meantime. Assuming I could even hit them properly. Huh, the urn did nothing, huh? I'll have this then. Alright, since they got the first strike, yep, we're good. Alright, what's the weather look like? Okay, we're still on the outskirts of most of it. How's it looking overall? Yeah, it looks like hurricane's about to make landfall. If it hasn't, yeah, that looks like it already has. Good luck, Florida. Uh-oh. Huh? Is that the person who fought the blue monster? Wait, how do you know about that? Boss fight time, apparently. I guess you're the first boss fight. Or I guess sort of one. Okay, so while you're distracted by one enemy, or maybe two, I can go and grab an urn or something and then smack you. Assuming I can even land a hit. Huh. Whoops. Oh hell. That hurt. So it seems like you can be distracted by more than one thing. Cool. I like the spin on the Zelda theme. I like that little... Oh. I like how they're varying it. Okay. Probably better off just relying on the Dark Nut, unless I want to just summon stuff to throw around. Okay, so we got you over there. Ah, still having trouble landing a hit, huh? And you found me. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll summon the armadillo. There we go. Oh, that only pissed you off? Oh boy. Oh, that's interesting. So we need something pretty resilient to withstand you now, huh? rude. What if I use a spear moblin? Because you'll be compelled to chase after it a little bit. And as you do so, I can hit you with a rock from the back for a while. Honestly, that's probably my best bet at this point. Because either you get hit by the Moblin Spear. Rude. Yeah, because either you get hit by the Moblin Spear, or you get hit by me. Oh, actually, it looks like the rock is able to just go straight through your block. I think that's what happens anyway. Taking a bit of work to get through you, but still seem to be doing okay. Aye. Well, that didn't work. Gotcha. Round 3. Guess not. Oh, do I get to run off with Link's sword now? That was intense. He looked like the guy who helped you before, but this one wanted to hurt you. He was weird, like the imposters back at the castle. Oh my gosh, it's Lork. Looks like he left something behind. A mysterious sword. Alrighty. I feel powerful energy coming from that sword, even more powerful than the large ribs. Yeah, that sword is a special kind of power. Look at me. I am the Link now. Okay, and that's why they had us play as Link for a little bit at the intro. You look strong, like that guy who wears green. Alright. Then with your shield by holding... Alright, by holding the target button. You can also jump higher than usual in this form. Finally, I can hold down an attack button for a charged attack. Cool. When in Sword Fighter form, the energy gauge in the upper left corner of the screen will decrease. You'll automatically exit Sword Fighter form after the enemy gauge is depleted. You can also exit this form by pressing the button. CDI's Zelda playthrough when? Well, excuse me, princess. No. Okay, so I can gather that as I go. Alright, let's keep looking around. Die, Urns! Nobody likes you. I'm kind of surprised I didn't take fall damage for that. Then again, I don't know if fall damage exists in this game. Interesting. Oh, wait a minute. I have an idea. Alright, cool. Might be a bit tricky to pull that off if I'm under attack at the moment, but, well, in the moment, but hey. Will serve. Excuse me while I run off with this. Anything good? A heart pin. Makes hearts appear a little more often. More different items that'll have a variety of benefits. You can equip them from the menu under equipment. Alright, cool. I wonder how many I'm allowed to have at once. That sneak could refer to all sorts of stuff, Regal, but then again, I guess that's a compliment to the game, honestly? Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. This has been good stuff so far. Really interesting from a puzzle-solving standpoint. Really interesting from a puzzle-solving standpoint. I am quite happy with what I see so far. Okay, so we have that open up. So, let's look at the map real quick. So, it looks like that small... So it looks like outside of a small bit over there. I've not explored that section yet. So it looks like outside of that small section, I appear to be... Well, I appear to have nearly explored the totality of this place. So, let's keep searching. Giving me health pots, huh? Well, health items, I should say. Although when I can just sleep in a bed, I don't know how useful it'll be. Then again, I won't be able to just sit around, will I? Hi. Can you move? Apparently not. Alrighty. So that looks like a more static target that I'll have to whittle down. So that's alright. Hiya! Alright, so it's easier to deal with them when I'm in this form. Come down here. I want to say hi. And I don't feel like going up there for you. Okay, so there's another one over there that'll be tricky to deal with. Alright, let's see. It hasn't seen me yet. Yep, just summoning a Dark Nut and let it handle it. Probably the easiest way I can handle that nonsense. Okay, now. Okay, so, special stuff in each area. Let's go in the way... Okay, what do I got here? Can I move that around? Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do. Think. Observe. Okay. Alright, good reinforcement of how the Ultra Hand in this game works. Very good reinforcement. Okay. Yeah, from a design standpoint, this game's doing a really good job at introducing all the core mechanics. I will be very curious to see what kind of creative solutions are required later down the line. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. So we got that over there. Am I able to extinguish those at all? Okay, are you able to attack the Deku thing? Yes. Oh, nice. That takes care of that. Okay, cool. So I'm not supposed to head that way, I just needed to come up with a solution to knock that over. Cool. There we are. So, let's see. Whoops. Alright, nice and simple. Now that they've introduced that concept, give us something that's a little easier to understand. Oh hey, a fairy. Alright, so I've only allowed one. So I'm only allowed one fairy at a time, as one would expect. Alright, so it looks like that can only go along the XY axis, given what we're seeing there. Oh yeah, Zelda. There's one more thing you can do when using bind. After binding yourself to something with X, try holding the right bumper. While holding it, your movement will follow what you are bound to. This is my life now. Oh, I was kind of hoping on keeping up with it. No matter, I'll just wait for it to come back. Although I suppose I could have just... no, locking on might have meant that I fell down. Probably best to wait, just to be on the safe side. Last thing I need is losing unnecessary hearts. Alrighty. Progress. Oh, just barely. Just barely. Okay, a bit dicey there, but I'll take it. I will take it. Just gotta wait for it to come back. Look at me all serious. Look at the serious Zelda, looking out at the world. What does she see? Why does she see? What just happened? Magic. There we are. May as well follow this to see where it takes us. Okay, it's just gonna make it easier to get back. Cool. We were taught a new gimmick, Regal, if you missed a few moments. Ooh. This will be interesting. Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. Okay, step 1. I need a bed. Step 2. I need a trampoline. Step 3. I need a gimmick. Nice. Okay, this is a very good introductory level, my gosh. I hope all the levels are this ingenious. I'm gonna love this game if that's the case. Alright, then we come back around after getting the big key. Now we get to go have it out with the big bad. Cool. Let us be off. But, so, what are we fighting? Nobody's here? But I definitely sensed my friends in this spot earlier. Hello. Seismic talus, huh? My friends! They're in that creature! We've got to get them out of there. Come on, we can do this! Whoops, not what I meant to do. Actually, out of curiosity. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. Huh. Okay, I was able to do some damage at least. Alright, do what damage you can. Keep hitting the wrong button for that. Okay. Set this up as a distraction. Okay. Cool. Alright, and they make sure to give us plenty of energy so that we can keep smacking it about. Even better. Oh, I think we pissed it off, boys. I'm just gonna go on a limb and say we probably pissed it off. Got myself stuck there for a second. There we go. Is that all? I think Link gave us a harder time than that. Oh, so there's a ton of you, huh? I wonder what you technically are. Zelda, these are my friends. We set them free. They're filled with energy and ready to get to work. So now we can finally fix the rift here. Using our Echo ability, we can restore the entire area that was swallowed up by the rift. Watch this. That's cute. Alrighty. My friends shared some of their power with me. Ah, okay. Now I can throw more around, huh? Cool. I feel like I can do even more now. Oh yeah, also, they told me something while we were fixing the rift. They said that big rock monsters showed up and captured them. So then they weren't able to fix the rifts because they were trapped inside the monster. Oh, and one other thing. There are crystals that show up when we fix rifts. They're neat, so I'll give them to you, Zelda. Unused crystals from Tri. Oh, I see. I'm all finished up here, so we can head out now if you're ready. I think we can leave from that spot. First we gotta get this, though. There we go. Gotta break everything one last time just to be sure, right? Give me a second try. So the character name is Tri and there's a lot of them. I wonder if their group name is the Tri-Force. Probably. We can travel between the still world and your world here. Do you want to return to your world now? Okay, let's go. Bye-bye. The rift that was here is gone now, which means we can reach the place we were trying to get to earlier. If we keep this up, we'll be able to fix all the rifts, and we'll be able to save your father.
Yeah.
You there, a moment of your time? I am Lefty, Minister of Hyrule. Pardon the intrusion, but could you tell me where we are? Oh, Princess Zelda? I'm embarrassed to admit I didn't recognize you in that cloak. Why are you wearing that? So, we failed to save you from that beast, and now you're out here facing much danger. I must confess, I am surprised to hear of your abilities. And your friend Tri accompanied you this whole time?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tri. You can see me? Who could miss you? You're floating right there, and aren't you precious? I thought only Zelda could see me. Oh, so Lady Impa couldn't see you? How odd. Oddities aside, I'm worried about His Majesty and the General. We'll need to make a plan. There's much to consider, but for now, let's head to that location Lady Impa told you about. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Would you mind showing me your map? If I recall correctly... Yes, that's the place. That's where Lady Impa's brother lives. Makes sense she'd send you there.
Aye.
I'll lead the way. Follow me. Off we go then. Still not allowed to get an echo of that, huh? Alright, fine. I feel like this person will be bad, and there's usually not too many people who become turncoats in a game like Zelda. I guess we'll see, won't we?
Aye.
Right in here, princess. So... Hello, sir. Pardon us, but my name is Lefty. Lady Impa is my colleague, and... What was that? I'm a very busy man. No time for chatter. Now, get! I apologize for the unannounced visit, but please, we'll only be a moment. No, no, no. I'm about to leave. Come back later. If you could just hear us out... I said no! I've got to go save Link! Hang on here. That's Link's cloak. So why do you have it? Did you see him? Well? What? Okay, tell me everything. Tell me about the rifts and anything you know about the swordsman. I understand the situation now. Thanks for the explanation, princess. Phew, we finally got through to him. Alright, this has been bugging me ever since you barged in here. What is that floaty thing? And how am I able to teleport like this? I mean, I am a Sheikah, but this is defying the laws of physics a little bit. How does that work anyway when well, magic exists in here anyway. Is this magic? You can see me too? That's strange. Zelda's always been able to, but now both of you can as well? You're telling me we're the only ones who can see you? That's odd. Indeed. Such a fascinating and, might I add, adorable creature. Yeah, sure. But back to the matter at hand. What is it that you and I have in common? We both ended up in rifts and lived to tell the tale. It seems the rifts change people somehow. Oh yeah, guess I should introduce myself. The name's Luberry. I'm Impa's older brother. And the swordsman who saved you is Link. I made his weapon, the Sword of Might. Mr. Blueberry, why did you make him a sword? Princess, remember that big nasty blue fella who captured you? The sword was for taking him out. See, I spent my time researching Hyrule's history and its rifts. For ages now, rifts have appeared, and sometimes folks have ended up in them. Those unfortunate enough to be pulled into a rift have vanished without a trace. After which, townfolk would say they've been stolen away. Anyhow, Link made it his mission to find the monsters that come crawling out of the rifts. He also tried to prevent folks from going missing, and I've been helping as I'm able to. Which is why I made him a sword, one that's effective against the rift monsters. The Sword of Might Princess Zelda's wielding is the very one I hoped would be of use to Link. So Link was helping out with the rifts as well. Plenty of monsters come out of rifts, but that blue one was particularly powerful. I've got a hunch that if we take him out, it'll fix the whole people disappearing business. Princess, you shared that Link managed to take the blue guy out. And yet the rifts keep coming. Clearly we're missing something. The rift in the forest is gone, but Link's not back. What we need is more information. I may have something useful. When I was taken by the rift in Hyrule Castle, it felt like I was flown somewhere far away. The rift I was pulled into was at Hyrule Castle, but Princess Zelda found me in a rift in the forest. So how did I end up over there? Rifts don't follow the same rules as your world. Things connect differently inside them. My friends had mentioned something about oversized rifts in other areas. We might end up finding the king and other missing people in far-off rifts. So maybe Link is somewhere else then. Hey Zelda, I'm going to fly up high to look for some of the other big rifts. And we're just not gonna comment on the fact that you just flew through the ceiling, most likely. I think I found some. There's no saying where Zelda's father and the others might be, but I did spot some big rifts we could go explore. 2 of them specifically for now, huh? I've marked them on your map. If we fix the rifts, we may be able to save your father and the others. So let's get to work, Zelda. Princess Zelda, I must insist that you refrain from going to any more rifts. It's far too dangerous. That's up to her to decide, Minister. I mean, she's the only one capable of mending the rifts. During this time of crisis in Hyrule, we all have to play our parts, Princess Zelda included. You make a salient point, Mr. Blueberry. Princess, I urge you to go with Tri to the other rifts. You're the only one who can fix them, and save all the people who have gone missing. Minister, you stay here and help me investigate the rifts. We'll play support for the princess.
Aye.
Oh, of course. Investigations are my specialty. Princess, the rifts marked by Tri are located in the Gerudo Desert and Jabul Waters. Please let me know if you require further information. Alright, Princess, I leave it to you to find the king, General Wright, and Link. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. That sword you've got there? Pretty sure I can make it even more powerful than it is. I'll have to do more research on it though, so talk to me later if you're interested. Alrighty then. Okay, so now we've got multiple things we can attend to. I wonder if we'll eventually get side quests or something to that effect.
Aye. Yeah.
Jabul Waters is northeast of here. It's home to the Zora, who are remarkable swimmers. The residents are divided into the Sea Zora and River Zora. On the coast, soon after entering Jabul Waters, there's a small Hylian fishing village. I'm sure the villagers there will have interesting morsels to share with you about the local area.
Yeah.
I'm happy to share anything else I know. The Gerudo Desert is west of us. It's a harsh land with high temperatures and sandstorms. Skilled warriors known as the Gerudo live in a town far into the desert. Oh yes, I almost forgot to mention. They're all women. Not a man among them. They're often on patrol near the desert entrance, so you may want to talk to them there.
Yeah.
I'm happy to share anything else I know. I keep thinking about His Majesty, the General, and Link. I hope that by mending the rifts, they'll be returned to us. Alrighty. You want to chat about that sword, huh? As I mentioned before, the Sword of Might is my craftsmanship. For a while now, I've been researching a type of crystal that's sometimes left behind from the rifts. In my research, I discovered that it's highly effective against rift monsters. Aha! And it appears you have some of that blue crystal with you. I ended up calling it Might Crystal. It's what I forged the Sword of Might from, in fact. During my investigations into the rifts, I met Link, who's from Soothorn Village. I made the sword for him, and the rest is history. Link's made good use of the sword. Meanwhile, I've continued forging things with Might Crystals. See that machine in the corner? With the temperature, well, with the pressure readings that look almost like eyes? I designed it to enhance the sword. And, looking at the sword, it seems like it's lost some of its power. But once we enhance it, it'll be back to its original state. You should give it a try. All you need to do is bring me some Might Crystals. Alrighty then. So the energy will presumably allow me to use it for a greater period of time? I guess we'll find out. Energy gauge now level 2. Okay, a modest increase. Probably should work on the damage next time. Anything good down here? Hello. The crystal I unearthed at a rift site, what I'm now calling a Might Crystal, has strange power. The monster that sprang from the rift seemed repelled by it. If I can get enough of it, I feel certain it would be powerful against the rift monsters. After many late nights of research, I've developed a technology that can refine the crystals. From there, I'll be able to create a weapon from the crystals. As well as enhance that weapon. So now I'm pondering what type of weapon I should make. I'll test some things to begin with. I was nearly attacked by a monster in the forest when a young man named Link rescued me. Folks in Soothorn Village tell me that Link was among a group of kids who were stolen away. Those kids made it back somehow, though. Remarkable. All of the kids who were taken by rifts have lost something. For Link, he lost the ability to speak, because clearly we need to keep that gimmick going. Despite all that he has been through, he fights to keep others safe. His bravery has moved me deeply. Then it hit me. This young man would be the best person to entrust the Sword of Might to. I do believe I can support him in his efforts. Tomorrow, I'll visit Soothorn Village again. The Sword of Might I entrusted to Link packs a wallop against those rift monsters, as I hoped. But it doesn't seem to be enough for the blue monsters. For the blue monster, who we believe is creating the rifts. It is a fearsome monster indeed. I suspect the sword is not yet powerful enough to defeat him. However, I should be able to further enhance the sword, so I must gather more Might Crystals. Link stopped by on his way home from his travels. He likes the hood I gave him the other day. While he cannot speak, his feelings come through as clear as day. I've decided to make a new weapon. I must do what I can to continue to help Link. Link stopped by. He's off to defeat that blue monster once and for all. He seemed to be in a huge rush, but I couldn't figure out why. The Sword of Might has been forged as best as I am able. I gave him some other weapons too. Yet, I cannot help but worry. Please, stay safe and return to us, Link. Alrighty then. Nice to have a bit of story as for exactly how things ended up in this state. Alrighty. So, am I allowed to go and get that... What? Am I allowed to go and have the thing that baits out moblins now? Let's go find out. So, I think we'll go retrieve that one way or the other if we're able. Oh wait, it's over this way, right? I'll just plop this down to distract this guy and we'll be on our way. Hello, bird. Goodbye, bird. Alright, now we can go retrieve it. Excuse me. Alright, so I can use that to bait out monsters' attention. Sounds good. Alrighty, I suppose that is where we will call it for tonight. That seems like a decent place to call it anyway. So, looking at the map, we've got 2 directions that we can head in. It looks like the Gerudo Desert is the closer option, so probably the one that I'll gun for first. And then it looks like we'll have plenty to see to based on those locations as well. Alright, shaping up to be an interesting game so far. I am quite liking how things are turning out. Quite liking how things are turning out indeed. So, we'll go ahead and call it there. So, before I go and attend this chat, so I may as well just talk about what the plan is overall. So, I've been holding off on doing weekday streaming because I've been on a busier schedule as far as work is concerned. The short version there is that I just need to hold different hours as a result of my brother getting another job and, well, getting a new job, I should say. And because of that, well, we've only got one car and it's mine, so I gotta bend my schedule to make sure that he can make his. So, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. So, I haven't had as much time as I normally would because I had the option at my work to where I could be fairly flexible with my hours. So, I could wake up super early, get home, and have basically my entire afternoon to myself, or effectively so anyway. So, because I don't have that, I haven't had as much time for anything really. So, I had been holding off on weekday streaming, but honestly, now that I've had some time to acclimate, I think it would be good for me to get back into the habit. So, I think this game will make a good starting point to deal with that, or to at least get back in the groove. So, my plan as of right now, let's see. Well, I've also been distracted by another game as far as the review channel is concerned, so if I make time to spend literal hours on that, I should be able to do just fine here as well. As far as this channel is concerned, the plan as of right now is, it's a Thursday today, right? So, my thinking as of now is that I want to try and get through this game a little more quickly than I was able to get through a game like A Link to the Past, which is the most recent Zelda game I streamed. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is that I'm not going to have a strict weekday as to when exactly I'll be streaming this. Instead, my objective will simply be to say, I've got a free evening, we're playing. So that does mean things will vary considerably as to when I will be able to stream, just as a fair warning, but it means that I could bust out a stream randomly on a Wednesday, it could be a Friday, and once that the Valkyria Chronicles 4 Let's Play stuff is done, and actually, it should be pretty close to done, right? So, if we're still somehow playing this a month from now, I might bust it out on a Thursday as well. Or I may move around when Let's Play stuff goes out, in order to allow me to spend the time on Thursday if I so desire. All that to say, I'm going to be putting a lot more focus into trying to just burn this game down relatively quickly. I am still going to do my best to enjoy it in the moment, and to be fair, it won't be until Wednesday that I can see to it next given the circumstances, unless I want to just somehow make time to stream it tomorrow, which, I've got a Let's Play video that'll be coming out then. I probably won't explicitly worry about it then. I'll give it a night to simmer. Give me some time to think about it and let myself get hyped up to get back into it, right? So that's the plan as of right now. Could be Wednesday, could be Thursday, could be Friday as to when I'm streaming. I will keep the schedule open, bearing in mind that Monday and Tuesday are always busy evenings for me, and also bearing in mind that Saturday is going to continue being dedicated to Xenoblade over here. So that'll be the overarching schedule and whatnot, so we'll see to what awaits then. Alright, so that's all that needs to be said about the schedule. So we'll go ahead and see if there's anything interesting in chat. I think I'll work backwards for this one, since that I know that Gilgamesh posted a lot about Breath of the Wild after watching my Tears of the Kingdom video recently, so we'll work backwards and then hit the important stuff. Also, Jay, would you ever play one of the Kirby games? I'm open to the idea. I haven't played too many of them, so I don't know what exactly to expect or if I would enjoy them. Bearing in mind that if they are primarily platformers, I suspect it won't be the most entertaining for me, but because puzzle solving like this as you saw, I really enjoy. Although, given my understanding of Kirby and the Forgotten World, maybe it would be interesting to try that out, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to mull over that. Let's see, is there anything else in here? Let's see, it looks like Alright, so that's when Gilgamesh... Alright, so that's when Gilgamesh dipped. I'm gonna go gamble in a JRPG. I wonder what that was about. Let's see. What else was up here? Actually, let's see. So go ahead and handle all the stuff. Let's see. So Grezzo made this. So they were the team that made Ocarina of Time 3D, Majora's Mask 3D, and the Link's Awakening remake. That last one doesn't surprise me. Let's see. And then I had read that one already. I wonder when we'll get another multiplayer Zelda. Read that one. My issue with emulators is how the hell do I set one up? If it's something like PlayStation or, well, if it's something like PlayStation or something more complicated than that, it can be a little tricky. I haven't tried any more modern hardware, but from my experience, setting up emulators isn't all that difficult. I'd be curious to know what issues you're running into. Let's see. High brightness is a thing in all of Grezzo's games. Their remakes of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are much brighter than the N64 versions. Interesting. So, I feel like, based on my understanding of Majora's Mask, wouldn't that be a problem for that game, given that it has a darker tone? Possibly. I guess I'll have to try it out at some point to know for certain. Still, but I'll have to say, well, at least enough time has passed that either the pain meds have kicked in or the headache has had time to go away. I think what caused the headache this time around, well, it was two things. One, I made the mistake of opening Satisfactory at 9 p.m. and then wrote what was ostensibly an hour before my bedtime, and then before I know it, it's 11:30. So, lack of sleep, and then I had a very busy day that required me to stare at my screen much more intensely than usual. So, between those two things, yeah, headache. It sucked. Still, there we are. Funnily enough, Link's Awakening remake had a dungeon maker. It was mostly just shuffling dungeon layouts using rooms from the base game. I did hear about that, and that would be a good reason to check out the Link's Awakening remaster alongside, well, since that I'm pretty sure that's something it has over Link's Awakening. Well, definitely has it over Link's Awakening, if my memory serves. Let's see. And then there's Gilgamesh joking about energy tennis when we were fighting Ganon. Does Link ever show up in a tennis game, or is he banned for being too cool? Let's see, I heard rumors he was going to be in Mario Tennis Aces, but it was fake. Sounds about right. And then there was more of the discussion about my personal preference as far as Zelda games are concerned, and what people were generally caterwauling about at the time. Alright, here's the big one. Alright, so I'm going to read a fair amount, and I'll do my best to account for spelling mistakes and try and read it as I believe it was intended. So I'm certain that there will be opportunity to correct the record depending on what's said. I don't know if Gilgamesh will be doubling back to listen to this, but I suppose time will tell. May as well address it since it's been sitting in chat for a while. On Breath of the Wild, your critiques of it make no sense to me. For example, weapon breaking. I found that I had more weapons than I knew what to do with because enemies dropped weapons that were the same as or better than what I had currently. If I wanted to save them, I would just use stealth or run away and come back later or just ignore them. Let's see. Also, after a certain point, if you get a horse, you can outrun them. If brute force isn't working, you can always try a different approach or go do something else. In Breath of the Wild, you have multiple options to solve a problem. If one's not working, try a different approach. Like when you're doing the snowy area on the Great Plateau. You can cook a lot of spicy food, which will last a while, or you can read the old man's book in his house and figure out the recipe that he forgot and give it to him to get the warm doublet. I wish I could talk directly about this because it's annoying to say in chat. If you wonder where this came from, I watched your Tears of the Kingdom video. Alright then, so to make sure that I have to make sure that we're on the same page before I start saying anything in response, bearing in mind I am tired, so hopefully I'm cogent in this, though I can definitely feel that my conversation skills are lacking right now. So, short version, the main issue that you have is that it seems that. So, my main contention about open world games is that from a game balance standpoint, it's very difficult to balance them because there's no longer, well, I guess just to summarize my point and in order to hopefully lead into what Gilgamesh was talking about, the idea, well, my understanding is that open world games are incredibly hard to get right from a game balance standpoint because unlike a linear game where you have point A to point B, the developer knows exactly what you'll be encountering in each point, and along the way, they can then tailor the experience as they see fit in order to create something hopefully well balanced. So whenever you're running into trouble getting from point A to point B, you'll end up in a case where, okay, is this a game balance issue or do I just need to get good? So whenever I'm struggling with a video game, that's usually the basic math that I go to is either there's a game balance issue or I just need to get good. And sometimes it's one, sometimes it's the other. Open world games, allowing you to go literally anywhere though, introduce another dynamic where it's no longer a matter of game balance issue or get good. It's a matter of game balance issue, get good, or get out of here, you're not ready for this. So, especially for anything like a Zelda game, which does have some light RPG elements. So, some of what Gilgamesh mentioned, I suspect, feeds into that because his experience, well, one of the main things that I complained about in Breath of the Wild and lifted up Tears of the Kingdom as an example of it being a good example actually, is that, or an improved example, I should say. What I had said is that for Breath of the Wild, I understood in theory why weapon swapping was in play because you do have different weapon styles and you do have plenty to worry about there. But my experience was that yes, you do get these different weapons, and that's why they break so quickly, given that you get so many of them. But from my experience, it just creates more problems than it solves. Because the fact that weapon durability is so low means that you're constantly having to pick up new weapons, which means you never really know how strong those weapons are going to be, depending on the area you're in or the enemies you end up fighting against. So you can end up in the same case where you have the JRPG where you've got a million health potions that you've never used because you're afraid to use them for the one moment that you need the really strong one to barrel through something difficult. And so, in my eyes, yes, you do have more weapons than you know what to do with, but from what I experienced, there are plenty of weapons that are meh, and only very few weapons that are good. And especially when the really cool weapons that you get from the Divine Beast battles, from just liberating the Divine Beast, the fact that those can break was something that really irked me. And so my thought was, yeah, weapon durability, not a bad idea in theory, and I have played games where weapon durability has been used as basically another form of effectively resource management. But for the way Breath of the Wild implemented it, it meant that I always had this tense feeling of, okay, how much can I actually get involved in combat? How much can I actually explore before I need to go run around and hopefully find something better? Or craft something better, as the case may be, once that you unlock stuff like the Trident from, I can't remember which one Mifa piloted, but one of the Divine Beasts. So, the issue for me was the fact that there was just that unknown quantity, but when you look to a game like Tears of the Kingdom, when they introduce the weapon fusion, the fact that you are able to put different elemental effects or use the monster parts from enemies you've slain in order to at least bring your weapons to a minimum baseline, there were periods when I was either wandering the depths or just out in the world where every weapon I had found was utter trash. But because I had fought some of the stronger monsters, I at least had a baseline that I could use to say, all right, this is as powerful as my weapons can get. This is a baseline. I have this as a consistency. I don't have to worry about my weapons. And so what it boiled down to for me is that Tears of the Kingdom took away a lot of the anxiety, for lack of a better word, of having to worry about having a good weapon for this specific circumstance. So that was my issue with Breath of the Wild, and I hope that makes sense. So you claimed that you ran into weapons that were just as good, if not better, than what you needed in the moment. That was not my experience. And that is part of the issue I have with open world games, is that for you it was easy. I did not have that luxury. I don't know what the difference was. I could be misremembering, admittedly, since it has been, what, 5 years since I last played it? So, or at least played it to completion, I should say. I did play a little bit of it to gather footage for the Tears of the Kingdom video, and it reinforced a lot of the concerns I had, admittedly. So, there we are. And then, I guess to the other point, in Breath of the Wild, you have multiple options to solve a problem. If one's not working, try a different approach. That is true, and I do concede that point. Let's see, is there anything else in there that I can talk about? But I think the part that I have trouble dealing with when it comes to an open world game, though, is that I don't like the idea of running away and coming back another time. Which, I know this is going to sound, well, this may end up sounding petty or entitled, but it also is a matter of I'm used to walking into a place and knowing that I either have everything I need to succeed or game balance issue. So, by virtue of that, when I encounter something, my gut instinct is to say, all right, we're taking this on, we're going to beat this down, it's going to be great. And so when I run into trouble and I'm having to make that having to do that mental math, and I'm thinking, okay, this is being really tough. Why is it being really tough? And when it's a point where, all right, I could come back, but does that mean I should come back later? And does that mean I want to come back later? Because it's something, I could argue, I know this is going to sound really silly. You could even point to human psychology to some extent on this, because we as humans, our brains are very complicated. Some of us may not act like it half the time, but they really are. There is a lot of heuristics that go into basically everything we do. Once that we get used to our environment, we don't have to think about the things like, the power supply that's right behind my computer. I don't have to think of it as a black box that powers everything. I just know it's there and I take it for granted. So the only way that I would know anything is different is if it were suddenly red one day, I might notice it then. But otherwise, I just take it for granted. It's there, part of my environment. I don't think about it. So we do a lot of heuristics like that. And when it comes to a particular task, what generally happens is that whenever we aren't able to finish a task, it means that that task ends up looping a little bit in my mind until we actually do resolve it. And so, because of that, I really do not like leaving something half-finished. I do not like leaving something half-finished. Hell, it's the reason why Satisfactory, for instance, released a couple weeks ago, it has been very addictive for me because there's always something more to do. I step away from it to go for a walk or even go to bed, and I'm still thinking, okay, what do I want to do next? Because there's always something more to do. So, in a sense, that can fuel a game to be very addictive. But in the case of Breath of the Wild, it means that, okay, I hit a difficulty spike. I probably shouldn't be in this area. I can mark it later, but I really don't like the fact that I have to do this. That does boil down to personal preference, and that is where it gets more subjective. Again, I hate open world games. I do not like open world elements. I come from a strategy game and RPG niche where game balance is my primary metric once you've settled basic things like controls and interface. So hopefully that all makes sense. It is a matter of I don't like leaving something half finished, so I don't like the fact that sometimes the smart decision is just to walk away. I don't like how wonky game balance can end up being in open world games, and I don't feel that Breath of the Wild gave me enough unique stuff to latch onto to overcome my disdain for open world elements. So, Tears of the Kingdom managed to balance it out well enough, even if I'm only now getting, with a modern Zelda game, some of the, for lack of a better word, more structured dungeons as I would like. Hopefully, it continues as it is, because honestly, if this game continues on as it is, I am very confident that I will enjoy it greatly, and I will very much look forward to reviewing it and offer it up as a contrast to my opinion on Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But I suppose time will tell as to whether it ends up working out as such. Hopefully that made sense. Who knows, maybe I'll probably have to explain it a bunch more times or try and find another way to explain it. Honestly, I'm not even looking for agreement necessarily. I just want to make sure that we understand each other. because I think I understand why people do like open world elements, because it's a matter of, oh, look at this vast world. Look at all these places we can go. See that mountain you can climb up it. Yeah, I can see that, why people would like that. And especially when you throw in the Sheikah powers and all the creative stuff you can do with that, especially the stasis, I can see why people like it. It just wasn't alluring enough for me to get over the issues I had with it, not just with the open world elements, but also some aspects such as the divine beasts being too samey once you get inside of them. So, either way, hopefully that makes sense. I don't know if how much this will be viewed. Might be worth clipping out, honestly, but we'll see. Either way, that'll be all from now. So, next time we jump into this game, we'll probably end up checking out the Gerudo Desert since that's the closer option. And once we've seen to that, well, hopefully it ends up going well. Till then, thank you all for stopping by. And if I don't see you on Saturday for Xenoblade, I will see you next week for more Zelda.